that I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. You asked me what I wanted to be, and now I think the answer is plain to see. I wanna be famous. I wanna live close to the sun. Oh, pack your bags, cause I've already won. Everything to prove, nothing in my way. I'll get there one day. Cause I wanna be famous. Na 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 na. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous.
Well, hey there guys, it's Ryder here. Welcome back to the animation block. It has been quite a while, I know. I apologize for that. We took a bit of a, I guess you'll call it a hiatus of sorts. We're about halfway through with this season of the animation block, and this is the first episode of 2017. So we're about a little over a week into 2017. And episodes of the animation block are going to start airing more and more frequently, so get ready for that. But today we've got episode 22, which is pretty cool. We're at 22 now. And there is some, I guess, pre-2017 news that we got to talk about, and some entering 2017 news that we do have to talk about. So we're going to start off today talking a lot about the new trailers and teasers, really, that Disney and Disney XD have been releasing for some of their new and upcoming series. Then we're going to move into the finale of Ultimate Spider-Man and the impact that it had on the Spider-Man character, and I'd say on the whole Marvel animation, because, you know, they're, I'd say, in a very interesting spot right now, and I don't know where they're going to go from here, so we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to cap it off today with talking about Steven Universe Season 4. There was some really weird leaked drama. Like, there was this big 5-episode story arc that was leaked online, and it was like a big deal because this isn't the first time it's happened, right? But the big deal here was that, you know, this is a big arc. It was a good. I haven't seen the episodes because that's not what I'm going to talk about. I haven't seen the episodes because I'm waiting to watch them on TV for ratings and all of that. And I think people who watch them online, I mean, it's like, it's cool to see the leaked ones, but it's like, you're taking away ratings from the show. So we're going to talk about that because this isn't the first time it's happened. Supposedly this was intentional, the leak. I don't know what's going on with the leaks at this point, but of course we will be talking about where Steven Universe is going to be going from its January 30th premiere date, which is relatively soon, so get ready for that. Starting in with our first topic, like I said, those Disney and Disney XD trailers for next year. Now, of course, for Disney, that, you know, very beginning of January, very end of December, that's their time, or at least on the TVs wise, you know, Disney Channel and Disney XD, and I think even Disney Junior, they announce and renew their shows then, right? So it's a weird time period for everything. Everything's really up in the air. And surprisingly, for me at least, they dropped 2 teasers that I was not expecting. Neither of them very big, but they're telling you that these 2 shows are going to be big. Now, I'm going to focus in on 2, even though there were more than 2. So the first one was the new Marvel's Spider-Man series. Now, this is different from Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, what we know about the show is very little, other than the fact that we will be seeing the team up of Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and Spider-Gwen as 3 main characters, which is so awesome. I love Spider-Gwen so much. One of my favorite Marvel characters right now. And Miles Morales is obviously insane, and like in a good way, and obviously it's Peter Parker, you know, it's going to be great. So that seems pretty cool. The animation is following in somewhat of the footsteps of what you would call, like, Be Cool Scooby-Doo, or the new Ben 10 series, right? The way that it seems like animation is going right now, which to me, I don't like this, but whatever. It's the way animation's going right now is in this sense of, you know, fun, fluid, goofier type looking designs, which to me, after seeing, I'm not the biggest fan of the 2D animation that they've done on Avengers Assemble, Ultimate Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Hulk, Agents of Smash, all of that, right? But at the same time, it did have more of a realistic-y type of world, Marvel Comics world, that they were trying to, amplify that into. Now here, it doesn't look too different. It's not like unrecognizable, but at the same time, this animation to me, it feels like they're just like, okay, we got to appeal to this new type of kid, right, that really likes to see that goofier, more fluid Spider-Man, and they're like, okay, fine, we'll do that, and it seems like they're going that way. Now, the way that this show is supposed to be is it's going to focus on Peter Parker, at least the synopsis read, that it's going to focus on Peter Parker not really working with S.H.I.E.L.D. at all, but he's just gotten his powers, and he's learning how to manage high school with, being Spider-Man. So that seems to be a lot like of what the movie is going to be this coming summer in July with Spider-Man Homecoming. But for me, the biggest part of this that really is impactful is now you've got Peter Parker learning how to manage his powers in school, but now you're throwing in Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy into the mix. Now these are two characters that originally were from alternate universes. You had Spider-Gwen, this version of Gwen Stacy, where Peter Parker had died and she had been bit by the spider in a reverse story, right? One of the big Gwen Stacy, if not the biggest Gwen Stacy, Peter Parker stories from Earth 1, they flip-flopped in her Earth. And then on Miles Morales' Earth, he comes from the Ultimate Universe, which has, again, Peter Parker, as Spider-Man, has died, and 11 months later, Miles Morales has to step in. So the concept of the show seems cool. I just hope that it's a little bit of a fresh take, something different in the new Marvel animation, because I think that is, for me, even though I really like Guardians of the Galaxy, I just feel like it's lost its emphasis that it had on something like Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. So we're going to see where that goes. The second big teaser that I want to talk about for Disney XD in 2017 is Big Hero 6, the series. Now, I did another animation block, probably about a year ago at this point, on this announcement. Now, I love Big Hero 6. I think it's such a clever movie. It's another property that originally started off with Marvel. It's still a Marvel property, but because, Disney owns Marvel, they're like, we don't see you doing anything with the Big Hero 6 characters. Can we completely change them up by, kind of keeping the same ideas? In general, like Baymax was like a big green monster thing in the comics, and they changed them up to, whatever. We don't need to get into that. The big part here, the big thing here, is that this was a big hit for the Disney Animation Studio, and I think a big hit for adults and kids and just people who liked the superhero genre, but at the same time, I felt like it had something fresh and different to it. So I really liked that movie. Now, I feel like I'm pretty sure they announced a sequel, but it's like, I don't think they're going to be getting that anytime soon. Disney has 1 billion movies coming up. I'm not kidding. Whether it's Pixar, whether it's Lucasfilm, whether it's Marvel, whether it's their animation, whether it's their live action, that's 5 different categories. And I think there's even more categories, plus what's on TV. So they don't have any room right now for a Big Hero 6 2. I don't even know what they would call it. So they're like, okay, we see you, Disney XD. We'll let you play with this. And Disney XD is playing with it. Now, I believe this animation style will be a 2D, which fine, and I'm pretty sure Stan Lee's character Fred's dad is still supposed to be in this as well, which I really want to see where they're going to go from there. So that's pretty cool too. This teaser was just basically a pancake that was getting burned away, and then you see Baymax's face in the pan, and then it's like, Big Hero 6, the series, coming in 2017 to Disney XD. I think I should audition for that voice guy for Disney XD, right? I feel like Disney XD, like, you guys hear that? I might pursue that, right? And you'll be watching Disney XD one day, and you'll just hear my voice, and you'll be like, oh my god, I know that guy. Moving into our second topic, somewhat in the same genre and same channel, with Ultimate Spider-Man finally coming to a series finale. I believe it happened today. Or, well, by the time this comes out, it will have happened on the weekend of the January 7th and January 8th. So I have no idea when this will be posting on the Big Bang Network, but whatever. The big thing here is that out of the 3 TV series on right now, Out of the 3 TV series, I want to say that Ultimate Spider-Man has been the most most consistently enjoyable for me to watch. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy, the series, right? I've had more fun over the years with Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm a big fan of Drake Bell. I really loved him in Drake and Josh. I've loved other voice work he's done, and he came in as Peter Parker, and I'm like, I don't know if this is going to be the right fit. Immediately for me, though, well, not immediately. It took me a few times to get used to it, but I felt like he had the voice for Peter Parker, and I understood why for this version of Peter Parker, not the, I just got my powers Peter Parker, but the version of Peter Parker that is working with Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D., and then we'll later have this big team, the Web Warriors, and then fight, multiple versions of Doc Ock, and, everything imaginable you can ever think of anything crazy that ever happened to Spider-Man. Anything. I'm talking anything. I'm talking Spider-Verse. I'm talking Carnage. I'm talking, body swapping, the Howling Commandos, the monster versions going into space. It's immeasurable the things that this TV series has done that have been so groundbreaking, and for that, in that alone, it has just been so much fun for me to watch over the years. So to see it come to a close, I feel like it's about time. Now, I'm not saying I want to see it go, but it's been since 2012, right? That's the longest lasting, I believe, Marvel series ever. I want to say animated series ever. So it's been going on for a while, and the cast has stayed pretty consistent. They've done some really cool things, and I do see, out of the Marvel TV series on Disney XD, I see it as a downfall because I don't know how much this new Spider-Man series will live up to that or add to it or take away from it, which scares me a little bit because it's like, well, then what does Disney XD really have that will be good? They've got some good shows, but none of them have been as good as Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I want to see some show get back to that. I do. So it's ending its 4th season of Ultimate Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. I'm going to throw this out there. I guarantee no Disney XD executive would ever listen to this, or Adult Swim executive would ever listen to this, but I feel like a Deadpool animated series that might be, on the Adult Swim would just be so great for Marvel Animation and Marvel TV. Kind of maybe stepping away from everything they've created on Disney XD, which it's good, but it's not nearly as good as it could be. And I feel like a Deadpool show or a Heroes for Hire show or maybe this new Spider-Man show can bring something fresh. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this takes us. I'll probably be doing at least a review on a future episode of the animation block for a trailer for this new Spider-Man series, and I'll probably be doing a review of the first episode. I can't say if they'll be consistent, probably not consistently, but definitely the first one. Now, closing off into our final topic for this episode of the animation block, the Steven Universe episodes getting leaked online weeks before the premiere. Now, there's a lot of weird drama going on around this, mainly because supposedly these were leaked intentionally by the crew, by somebody, I don't know, but it was an intentional leak from Cartoon Network, I guess, or the creative team behind Steven Universe for some odd reason. I don't know if that's true or not, although there have been some, interesting, thought-provoking comments made from the executives of Steven Universe on Twitter, seeming like it was intentional. But at the same time, it's like, this is, I think, the 3rd time. I think it's happened like every season where a good chunk of episodes get leaked online before the premiere. Now, I feel like this is a pretty quick turnaround, in at least my opinion, for Steven Universe episodes, because Season 3 just started airing in like June of 2016, so it like 6 months later is a pretty quick turnaround, assuming, if you guys remember the wait we had to wait for Season 3 of Steven Universe, it was like from fall of 2015 to then June. It was a good chunk of months, so this is a quicker turnaround, which is obviously a lot of fun, but I don't know. It's weird. I have not seen these 5 episodes. I've heard the arc is incredible, but I have not seen them for one important reason: the ratings. Now, look, this is an animated podcast. right, of sorts. It's a podcast, give or take, okay? But it's about animation. But I do want to take a moment to look at what's going on right now in pop culture. Now, I'm not I know I've mentioned Disney Channel in this, and Disney XD in this, podcast before. I don't necessarily watch Disney Channel, Disney XD, Nickelodeon, or even Cartoon Network that consistently, other when there's a show that I actually really want to watch. Now, there was one show on Disney Channel, Girl Meets World. Now, clearly it's Disney Channel. It's a Disney Channel show. It's a sitcom. But I did love the first Boy Meets World, okay? Boy Meets World was like a big part of when I was younger. I used to love that. So, of course, I continued watching, through Girl Meets World, which has been fine. It's been cool, right? And unfortunately, that show, for some odd reason, which probably the best on Disney Channel right now, has now been canceled due to ratings, like a massive drop-off in ratings. So then you look at something like Steven Universe, which is obviously it's probably the best show on Cartoon Network right now, give or take. I'd say it's the best show. And you think about that, and it's like, okay, well, even though it's the best show, like Girl Meets World is the best show on Disney Channel, if the ratings suck, right? If the ratings aren't there, why would the channel of Cartoon Network want to keep up a show that is costing them a ton of money to produce, but for that to not get reciprocated through viewership? And for that reason, I am going to watch those episodes on Cartoon Network, on my TV, somehow. I don't know yet. But I'm going to watch them live so that they will get that viewership, because to me, that is the most important thing. That these shows get to continue to make these really great content, this good content at least, and, to have that be reciprocated. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. And Jason Grayson can confirm this. It feels so good when you work hard on a video on YouTube and you post it, and then it gets a ton of views. And then it gets a decent amount of likes, a lot of positive comments, good job, good video, that was fun, thanks, do another one, do this, right? And, aside from subscribers, just the views in themselves, it's fun when you get to see there's a certain type of video and a certain type of audience that really likes that. So I look at it like, to Steven Universe, to even, I guess, the Girl Meets World, and I'm like, okay, if I enjoy this content, if I want to see that live on, I'm going to, give them my viewership. And I think that should be the most important thing right now. I think there's a lot of power within the fans, and if Cartoon Network is seeing that these are getting leaked, I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I have no doubt that, Steven Universe will continuously continue, mainly because lots of people can confirm this anywhere, that Cartoon Network is really sucking right now. They have very little good shows. I'm not the biggest fan of Amazing World of Gumball, but I know a lot of people are, and it is considered one of the better shows on Cartoon Network. It's ending. Regular show. Ended. Okay? What's going on here? Then you're getting shit boxes like, Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls. I like Mighty Magiswords. I know a lot of people don't. So the point is, Steven Universe is like the best right now. And I just want them to get the viewership and for them to receive what I feel like should be deserved. They work hard. The episodes are good. I'm telling you, for me personally, that show does not change my life, right? It's not like something that ever changed my life, nor will it ever. I just find I find the story compelling, the characters compelling. I know for a lot of people, that show has impacted their lives greatly. Immensely. I want to find a bigger word to describe this, right? And I think that's just important that continues to live on. So, what do you guys think about the new trailers for upcoming 2017? I also do want to let you guys know that DuckTales is coming out in 2017. That is something I will be talking more heavily about as new info is released. I'm very excited for that. David Tennant, aka the Purple Man, aka Barty Crouch Jr. from Harry Potter, for those Harry Potter fans, is playing Scrooge McDuck. Holy crap, that is awesome. So I'm going to be covering that in future episodes, and of course, expect new episodes of the Animation Block as soon as I can. It's the next couple weeks. I'm immensely busy. I'm using that big word again. I'm very busy these next upcoming weeks. So I wouldn't expect one next week, maybe in 2 weeks. I'm hopefully in 2 weeks. And I'm going to get in touch with Jason Grayson, and we're going to figure out some new plans for some new things to do in the Big Bang Network and ways to continue this. Thanks so much for watching. And you guys let me know your comments or your thoughts or requests for upcoming new episodes of the Animation Blog. And of course, guys got to check out Jason Grayson. And you got to check out his vlog channel. He's doing some cool vlogs. And of course, Super Rangers podcast. And if you want more of me in the meantime, you can always go and check out Infinite Attitude. I'm Ryder, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.